Oh! I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, beautiful, sexy human soul. Tonight is Center of Light Rebirth. Winter Solstice. Love getting down or in some beeswax. Tonight is Center of Light Rebirth. Winter Solstice. This week, part of last week, but this week for the remainder, will be in celebration of a master Jesus Christ, or Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, Christ Jesus. Let me check something real quick. Hello, everyone. Alrighty then. How is your holiday season going for you? It's good? Good. Friday night, I'm going to be doing a celebratory tradition that I've been doing for the last 8 years. Center of Light Christmas Special. Is Jesus back on earth? That's a good question. Look at Bob with the awareness. Says, you got a new ring? I got some I'm going to be sending out. Anyone interested, I'm going to go to Center of Light support you shortly. If you're interested, got something for you. 1 second, I got to make some adjustments. I have some things moving around. All right. So, Friday night, 8th annual Christmas special is Yeshua back on the earth. Now you see why I love making these thumbnails. 8 p.m. Central Time. It's tradition. It's heartwarming. It's inspiring. Creates a beautiful hope, a beautiful possibility. I love this time of year. Gonna get down to Center of Light support. Gonna be right back. Stick around. I got a really cool layout for you as we hang out together. Let me know if you're interested in any of these products. Thank you, Robert Harrison. He gifted to Center of Light, and to your gift to Center of Light, so I can continue to do what I do. Keith, I'm interested, and I'll send you the whole gamut of what I got, but I don't have the slide video presentation for that. I'll see you shortly.
You people down here on this world are weird. You stupid, you eat weird shit, and you drive like frickin' maniacs on the expressway. Ah. Don't make me go back home to Freak World. And don't try to follow me there. You won't last. We will eat you. Woo-woo.
Welcome back to Center of Light. LaDonna says, Shasha. What's up, Mark Wilkins? My old friend. He's old as hell. He's older than Santa Claus. Let's see what he says. He's up to no good. I know him. I can smell it like... Pfft. There he is. He says, does darkness travel faster than light? That's a real good question. That boy can think. I say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that space, everything in, which is the emptiness of everything, the space between everything is always there. So darkness and light are always present. Of course, when you go to the higher spiritual realms, things get a little wonky at first and then they smooth out. But darkness is present everywhere, at least in the lower vibrations. But darkness, as far as evil and thickness and negativity, it's not faster than the speed of light, because there's a bunch of sludge in the brain which can't think or be with itself, the mind, clearly. So in this regard, light always prevails. Heaven on earth prophecy. Thank you, Mark. It's good to see you. He says, let me continue. Must you experience dark before you can see the light? If I move faster than light, would there be darkness? You are a kindred spirit. You are. Back at you, bro. All right, y'all, let's get down to some beeswax. My brother Robert Harrison says black hole light can be seen. Hello, beautiful Elaine. I'm going to give her a little Christmas sugar. All right, let's get down to Center of Light presentation tonight, which is Center of Light. Excuse me. Center of Light Rebirth. Winter Solstice. It took me a while to create this banner, this thumbnail. I wanted it to feel good. I look at it and I feel good. I feel accomplished. Even if someone else did it, I would feel good. I just love creating them. And my love for creating them is what I see. My theme for the rest of this week, probably to New Year, off and on, but for this week for sure, is going to be Master, Yeshua. We look at Stonehenge, we see the light or the sun. Likewise, to the right is the sun, S-O-N. Peeking through the great earthly clock, Stargate, is the S-U-N, sun. So together, they coexist. Winter solstice. We look at the sun, S-O-N, the rising sun. The sun has risen. But in this image, we see the S-U-N rising as well. What does the sun, S-O-N, on the right show us? It shows us light. That he's risen from his hell. And the S-U-N to your left is the sun rising. They both bring warmth and light and life to the world. If we look at solstice, winter solstice, chips and solstice. You ever had some chips and solstice? We look at winter solstice. Solstice, the S-O-L in the word solstice implies sun. Does it not? Look it up. S-O-L, meaning it'll say sun. S-U-N. And when we look at the word soul, S-O-U-L, which is the arisen, Christed, S-O-N, sun. They both bring warmth and light to the world. Pretty cool, isn't it? Thank you, Elaine. She says, happy anniversary. So you see, words, especially the English language. The English language is going to be around forever from this point forth. It's going to be the dominant language, which it pretty much is already, because America leads the way. America is the head of the collective earthly human body. India would be the heart, so forth and so on. So the English language is going to be around and dominant. Everything else is going to be decorations on the fundamental cake, which is gorgeous. Some people like icing better than the cake itself. Have you ever licking a beater full of cake icing? Then you understand my point. Provided you don't get your tongue twisted in the beater. So the English language, it's not a coincidence or coinkydink, how they may call it, making fun. The color blue, B-L-U-E, and the breath blue. He blew his breath on the birthday candles. B-L-E-W. There is a relationship there. How is that? Auditory. So when we begin, and I have these integrated experiences, and I'm sure many of you are as well. When we have these integrated experiences of multiple meanings for everything that has a relationship, first and foremost, directly. Synonyms and homonyms, but more so synonyms first. When they come together, you understand a code, a language of light that is to the level of bringing warmth, light, and might to the world that lives in fright. You become the illumined, S-U-N, one, sun, S-O-N. You can't escape this. You can play with English language all you want. So now you are seeing the coming togetherness of the simple, synchronistic, magical, powerful, connected, intentful, deliberate, purposeful ideas. That's what they are. They are ideas. So winter solstice, S-O-L, stis, and winter solstice, S-O-U-L, stis. Let me look at my bullet points. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to inform you that today shall be the final 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. Here we go back into the magical pot. 21st day, the 21st year of the 21st century. Final days. Final days. Keywords. Good words. Final days. So we have 21, 21, 21. And when we deduce these numbers all the way down to their final component, it's 9. 9 is the number of the divine. Every number that precedes it is in a straight line with the hope to get to 9. Because the next thing that happens after 9 is not 10, it's 0. There are no other numbers higher than 9. They're just combinations of 1 through 9. 0 is not a number. 0 is a concept. It's a heart set. It's a construct. Nothing, yet everything. The light, yet the dark. They coexist, which is something beyond what we would call the light and the dark. It's another level of playing in the arena of God. Zero is the highest idea there is. So today happens to be the 21st day, the 21st month of the 21st year, which is 333 is 9. This is that in of itself is an alignment. It's not normal. It's not. So there has to be. There is a divine intelligence that weaves all perfections, and yet even more magically and able to spin more powerfully is imperfections, because the imperfections are that very dark that contrasts light. And when they come together, there's an amazing amalgamation, amazing explosion of Christmas, the Christ Mass, which we're all beginning to fire off, set aglow, illuminate. As the teacher himself that 2,000 years ago said, my brothers and sisters, stand up, get off of your knees, please, and look at my accomplishments and walk like I do. I love you. Merry Christmas. The winter solstice, also called the hibernation solstice, occurs when either of Earth's poles reaches maximum tilt away from the sun. This time the North Pole is maximum tilt. This happens twice yearly, once in each hemisphere. How many hemispheres? Once in each. There are 2. How many hemispheres of the brain are there? There are 2. There's only one chamber of the heart, and it belongs to every human being on the planet. Every human being. Even those that are bad, evil. Everyone shares the same heart. Those who are living in evil are not in the heart, because if they were, they would not be doing said dreadful things. They're completely in the mind of selfishness. The solstice that marks the onset of winter. At the time of the shortest day, as I mentioned just a bit ago, hibernation, which means I'm going to go into sleep. Bears, the kingdom of nature, many of them go to sleep because it's dark, gloomy, doomy kind of set atmosphere. So this is about waking up in the dark periods of life, earthly, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, because there's a tendency when you're awake. Some people like a good nap every day. I love a good nap every day because I get lethargic, I get tired. I'm 58 years old. Hello, Aziza, Lua. So we take a nap. So winter solstice can be seen as our yearly period of hibernation and nap. And we are allowed to nap. And we can nap for hours, be it because I need some charge my batteries, or I'm in depression. I'm in a dark night of the soul. So it requires one to say, I'm doing everything I can to not have a nap, hence fall asleep, because this is the season I need to be the most conscious, because I have a tendency to fall asleep. The winter solstice. I'm going to read you something, if I have it near, which I should have. So I don't have it. So what I... Hello? That's another universe. This is a parallel. So I'll just read it to you from my document. Winter solstice. The solstice that marks the onset of winter at the time of the shortest day, in other words, the light disappears quicker, about December 22nd in the northern hemisphere and June 21st in the southern hemisphere. Astronomy. the solstice in December, when the sun reaches its minimum declination. Winter solstice blessing. Now is the time to honor the rebirth. I just got to, for me, to honor the rebirth of the sun. Even though that might be Easter, the rebirth when he was resurrected. So I'm asking, what is the difference between the birth and the rebirth? The word birth is in rebirth, so they have a relationship. It's just a birth really, or birth really, or really birth. Now is the joy to the world, the Lord has come. Now is the time to honor the rebirth of the sun, S-U-N-S-O-N, to remember the light in the darkest part of the season, with hope of good things to come and the promise of a renewed life. Magical, isn't it? My brother Bob says napping is rejuvenation. I could be just tired and choose. They say an hour and a half is the perfect nap if you need one. Too much will make you groggy. Not enough, you won't feel replenished or rejuvenated. That's the target nap. So I set my alarm for 2 hours so I can toss and turn a little while and then finally be in. But if I do get at least 10, 15 minutes in, it breaks my sleepies. I'm good to go. So I'm going to go to a break. I want to share with you the knowledge that I've gleaned from the internet today. I know what winter solstice is. But I wanted to broaden my knowledge, not as far as an accolade. I wanted to deepen my knowledge, rather, said even better for me. Deepen my knowledge of what it really is, why it is, and its significance. We're going to dive into that beautiful mess in just a minute. I'm going to do a song break. I'm going to come back. On the way out of this song break, I'm going to play with you. Hello, Jackie. Day again, please. 21st day, 21st year, 21st century, if that's what you're asking. On the way out of this commercial break, song break, I'm going to go into a 3-minute video. I captured the audio from a little 5-year-old boy on TikTok. The children of light are here. They are here. I'm going to make that clear. There's no way this little boy can house this wisdom. He may have read, his mother may have taught him or read to him certain books about spirituality because she's bringing up her beautiful boy in this way. But often, more so than not, in this world, we need knowledge. We need books so we can integrate the book information from said teachers before us who write these wonderful creations so we can integrate and work and coalesce the experience into a reality. This, at the level of 5 years old, oh my God, dear Lord. We'll be right back. Let's see what song I'm going to play tonight from Center of Light. I want something dainty. I'll see you in a minute. Sleep in heavenly peace or awaken.
a choice to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to trust, and a time to love, and a time to know who you are. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate who you are. Perfect in every So it's up to you, a plan to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to love, and a time to trust, and a time to know you are loved. Time to know you are loved. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. It's time to celebrate who you are. It's time to celebrate that you are.
Some people can see it, actually.
So they can see the vibration, and it can heal people.
Yes, it can totally do that. I think it can do that because my vibration is actually very good. It's the same as yours. The other family is not really the same. Well, it's some the same, but kind of different. That's all I got to say.
Which families?
Our family.
Our family is a little different. Like each person. Do you think like some people have a more vibration than other people? Okay.
Was that question right?
It's whatever you think is right. I think it's super cool. And you think that God has a blue gold light around him?
No, not blue, gold.
What?
Very gold.
Very gold.
Yeah.
Like a bright light?
The same as colored of gold.
Okay.
Like golden.
Do you see that light on around anybody else or just God?
Just God.
Okay.
Only if they have a special ring or if they eat like a thing that glows.
Okay.
Or like a golden nugget. Are golden nuggets real?
Yes. Really interesting though. So vibrations help heal people, and they can make better eyesight and stuff.
And and think of the things I say. Repeat the things I say in your brain. That's all I got to say for this question.
So just think of that and I'll be good?
Yes.
Repeat
and think of that over and over again. So repeat that.
Repeat that. If I keep my vibration high,
yes,
I will heal my heart.
Yes.
And I will have better eyesight.
Yes.
And what else? What else did you say?
Speed.
And speed, I will do. And what else?
Healing your heart.
And we will heal our heart. Wow, that's so amazing, buddy. Wow,
that's all for a week. This question.
That's it for now. I'm blown away.
Hello, you sexy, beautiful human possibility. It's your favorite little alien freak, your Pete the Creep. Don't buy me no underwear this year for Christmas. I don't need no damn drawers. I don't need no consons, as I say down in South Louisiana on the bayou. If you buy me underwear, I'm gonna wipe my butt with it. Now you see my point. Sha-sha. Woo-woo.
You think that little boy was inspired? You think a gift or a package of light of God comes sat in his little consciousness and illumined us all just now? Rena says, wow. Yeah, completely. Wow. Winter solstice. The dark periods of humanity, seasonally, we awaken to, even though it's a time to be quiet. It's a time to relax. It's a time to be still. It's a time to not move so much versus just going into complete unconscious hibernation. Hibernating is a fantastic thing. Some people, lovers, they first meet, they want to go on their honeymoon to a cabin in the woods. They want to hibernate while they rejuvenate and master. Whatever. Life is the same. As above, so below, on forever it will go. So let's move into tonight's presentation, which I educated myself deeper into what winter solstice actually is. Tonight is Center of Light Rebirth. I'm going to show this again. Winter solstice. The sun, S-U-N. The sun, S-O-N. They both bring warmth and light to the world. S-O-L is a different way of saying sun in another language. S-O-U-L is a different way of saying the sun, the Christ, which is the same as the S-U-N. They both bring warmth and light to the world. So I educated myself today. My question and answer session with Swamiji is going to be December 26th. It is going to be a private event. This is not necessarily like it always is. It's not like it always is, which is about me asking questions, which is most important, of the fate of humanity and the betterment of humanity. He has allowed me the time to ask questions. How long has the earth been around? How did humanity come into existence? My beautiful sister Rena asked as one of her questions, do souls have animals, kind of thing. Important, just mystical questions you just simply want to know. If you're interested, I will send you the invitation. And then it will become public after we make sure that everything is as Swamiji, the sun. Notice the sunlight. He is the Christ. He's not Jesus. Jesus is Swamiji, Buddha, Krishna, Mother Teresa, Sai Ma, Anandamayi Ma. They're all different expressions, like you and I, of the same son/daughter. S-U-N. And we all bring order to the world by being our illumined self. If you're interested, Keith, I am interested in the Q&A with Swamiji. All right, let's move down into the education I learned myself with today. What happens during winter solstice? What happens during the winter solstice? December 21st, the 21st day, the last 21st days of the 21st year of the 21st century. That's a 9, the divine number. marks the winter solstice, which means the Earth's northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. I read that. I'm going back. So let me go back to the next caption section. What does the winter solstice symbolize? A winter celebration of the sun. That's absolutely true. And it's spelled S-U-N. A winter celebration of the S-U-N, sun. But what so happens to be this time of year? It's a celebration of the S-O-N, sun. There's that connectivity again. Throughout history, societies across the world have held festivals and ceremonies marking winter solstice, the day of the suns, they're literally quoting S-U-N, but I'm going to put /S-O-N, the day of the sun's rebirth. Most often, winter solstice celebrations honored the symbolism of fire and light, along with life, death, the rising sun, S-U-N, as it is here, /S-O-N, and the moon. Winter solstice 2021 significance. According to Hindu astrology, the winter solstice is considered as tropical. I'm not really good at reading India language. Yanava? The sidereal Uttarayanā begins from Makar Skranti, as the beginning of harvest season where new rebirth, because of the sun that is able to give nourishment to crops. We are human crops, are worshipped and shared. Winter solstice is the return of the sun, S-U-N. We are the return of the sun, S-U-N, 2,000 plus years ago, that we have integrated the doctrine. This is getting me off, on, in. Which is important for making the beginning of more sunlight, S-U-N, and I'm going to add /S-O-N, sunlight, on the planet Earth. Is Jesus on the earth again today? I'm asking a beautiful question. Then the days started getting longer and nights falling shorter. The ancient Romans have their historical festivals on this day. They believed in the return of the Saturn as the god of agriculture. In the United Kingdom, people pay a visit to Stonehenge. I didn't plan this. I just like the image. And so I put it in the thumbnail. I didn't plan this. In the United Kingdom, people pay a visit to Stonehenge to see sunrise and sunset. I love it. I love the magic of Christmas, the Christ Mass, coming together. You sorcerer, you. Keith, did you just call me a sorcerer? Yes, because you came from the source. We are conscious sorcerers or unconscious sorcerers. The festivals like Christmas and Hanukkah have an interrelation with pagan, that word scares the bejesus out of people, festivals to celebrate the winter solstice. India celebrates Makar Sankranti to spot the end of the month with the shortest day. China and Japan also celebrate the solstice. Winter Solstice 2021 quotes and messages. On this December solstice, may the flame warm our hearts. Jesus, warmth and light of the world, our S-U-N, sun, warmth and light of the world. And may the light remind us of the ever-returning sun /S-O-N. A gift to our love with a helping dream for the darkest night yet to arrive. Let us light the candle with the 9, here's that 9 again, pearls of wisdom to overcome the longest night, dark night of the soul, or the hibernation period of the human species, or this season of our nature in our life. With great happiness, we must have a sweet, soft pause in the turning of the year. A very warm wish to you and your family on winter solstice. Solstice is the reason for the season. Another quote. So it is our duty to pay respect to them. The winter solstice is a holy day, and I've revealed how important all these numbers add up to 9, and all these 9s add up to 9, which there is nothing else in line after 9. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It goes back to 1, because 9, the only thing that exists is not a number, it's a larger concept, which is 0, where everything is in the nothing. It's infinite possibility. The winter solstice is a holy day worth celebrating, with every day being the birth of our Lord. Wishing you and your loved ones a very beautiful and blessed winter solstice. May the warm rays of the sun slash SON soon spring. This is key. Listen to this. Someone who wrote this is freaking in their English genius. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to inflect. May the warm rays of the sun, SUN, soon bring spring back. Wishing you a very happy winter solstice. So may the warmth of the rays of the sun, SUN, soon bring spring back. The season of spring, but it's a time of year, season, harvest, the entrance to harvest. They were able to spring back. Hello, beautiful brother Lewis. When December arrives, let nature, even though we go into a hibernation period, we can still be awake and taking things in a very lax way. Let nature embrace itself every single day with the solstice. 2 nights ago, I had an online event. It was a private session with Swamji. Who's Swamji? God on earth. The return of the risen sun. SUN/SON. Because Jesus is not the sun. Jesus was the personality that became set aglow in the sunlight, the Christed light. Swamji is no different. That's Swamji. There is always light on this SON. There's always SUN light on this SON. Fully illumined being. I did something the other night, 2 nights ago. I didn't know. I'm just Keith, hanging out with Indians, East Indians, and loving every moment of it. There was a puja, celebration, ceremony. And I didn't realize till today, by doing this education work that I was looking for, that the reason for this particular puja is because the bringing, the awakening of the Lord. So I'm going to read you this now. Durga, puja, significance. Celebrates the victory of good over evil. As goddess Durga, I don't know how to pronounce it, kills the demon king Mahishasur. According to Hindu mythology, it is believed that the goddess visits her earthly abode during this time to bless her devotees. Now, though this image, it's the right word, but it's only an image of the Lord. It's not the Lord, it's an image of the Lord. A picture of Jesus on your wall is not the Lord. It's an image of the Lord and how it is always intended to stimulate us into Lord activity for ourselves. So I was going to show you this, if I can find it. I don't, yes. Again, this image. This image may look like a 75-year-old human male, but that is not. It shows up in the male garb because we were taught and bought into the system that God shows up as male. So at least for now, it is in a way that we can actually understand how such a Lord can ever arrive to the earth. But don't kid yourself. The Lord is your mother. The Lord is your grandmother. Like no other, it is. When we go into the divine bosom of our divine parent. Let me look at my notes, make sure I got everything covered. So if you are interested in receiving a most powerful, probably, than we can even understand Christmas gift, that center of light, it's not me, it's you, it's we. We are here in support of such a beautiful idea. Hello, Joe. Merry Christmas to you, my bro, and yours. Go back to my last presentation called, it's my last presentation. I don't remember what it's called. My time with Swamji. And he sat here for 17 minutes doing this. And what he is doing is energy is coming out of the palms of his hand, even though it is a past presentation. Don't kid yourself. The same light that pours out in real time is the same light that exists, so you can take in such radiated light to have it affect you in the way it's going to do. So it doesn't matter. So today is Tuesday. So Sunday night I did a presentation. I don't remember what it's called. Go find it. It'll level you. It'll change you on levels that you're not even sure if something actually transpired. Give yourself this gift. It belongs to you. It's your birthright. It stands for everything as a pillar that will last forever and ever and ever. How can that be? Because He, Jesus, Buddha, beings of the light, are pillars that are forever and ever and ever. But it requires us to use this opportunity as we endeavor to be in Neverland, Foreverland. Merry Christmas to you. Gonna be right back.
then what I have, I'm just not sure. What am I searching for? The mothership to a distant shore. Could this journey make me more of who I am? I'm just not sure.
Where do you go to find the answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside?
What am I hoping for? A better world, is there a cure? What can I do to help the score? I'm at a loss, I'm just not sure. What am I praying for? To see the light around the world and the people's love restored. Peace on earth, of this I'm sure.
Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? You hold the key to find your answers. I am the door you have not tried. Never again taking chances. Open your heart and walk inside. Walk inside.
Officially bringing Jesus to the track. The great I am is officially bringing Jesus to the track. The great I am is officially bringing Jesus to the track. He's officially bringing the great I am. Is officially bringing Jesus to the track. The great I am is officially bringing Jesus to the track. The great I am is officially bringing Jesus to the track.
she was not joking at all. She wasn't just saying a bunch of words. She was the personification of winter solstice. In a world that is asleep, the shortest day of the year, the sun is going to rise yet again for another year and another year, for billions of years, as it always does. She was not jacking around. I asked her 6 months ago, even though this happened 2 years ago, what happened? She said, I have no idea. The baby you saw cry, or heard cry, in the Lavender Soul song was my son at about 6 months old. When I wrote that song, I knew I wanted an empty space. I didn't know what the empty space was going to be for. So one day, caring for my young boy, he started crying, and it just, winter solstice poured all over me. So I knew my computer was not on, and he started to settle down. So I kept him, sorry, Eden. I kept him agitated a little bit so he can keep crying. Booted my computer. Back in those days, it took forever, so it seemed. Opened up my audio software and recorded him crying. I did not doctor, manipulate, edit this audio other than just to grab what he did and put it where it belongs. Tonight is Center of Light, Rebirth, Winter Solstice. Light and dark. The world, more so than ever, is truly an infinite possibility mode, as well as hibernating. It's the nature of things. In 21, which is 9 of the divine, this is the infinite possible trip, conscious or not. Light and dark. Solstice or soul space. I'm going to say this because it's, I know, trust, believe, have no doubt, support you in everything you want. So hear this correctly. I don't use this word pretty much ever. But the word is so powerful as to why I don't use it pretty much ever. But in this second, this minute, this hour full of possibility. Evil, like we have never seen, is coming. Evil is coming. But also know, God is present. Always. ALWAYS. ALL space WAYS. Evil is coming like we've never seen. It's supposed to. You want it to. Keith, do I really? You want it to. We don't want it to, but we want it to, so we can actually address the abyss of our own nonsense. Everything that is not Christmas at all. Part of the Christ Mass. The unification of all language, all religions, all peoples of the world. The unity flag has been unfurled. Blessings, heed warning. It's the most amazing time, not only in human history, but in the entire cosmos, to be born, to be alive as a human being. But we need to become humans who are able to have the ability of seeing and freeing ourselves. This is it. 26-ish, give or take, 1,000 years is the wish we've all asked for. Your love beyond measure. We can't even begin to understand what is possible beyond measure, but it does leave a window open. The winter solstice, which is the predecessor for the new year, which is 2022. Billions of people believe in the new possibility of a new year. Well, sadly, because of the time we're living in, the possibility, which is a grand possibility of it not showing up the way we want. But when you have billions of consciousnesses focused on, oh my God, tomorrow's a different day. Conscious focused power shows what is the collective thinking in any second, minute, or hour. And it turns, it simply just turns. But now the momentum is exponentiating. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We still have quite a few years of absolute venomous, poisonous nonsense. But like the winter solstice presentation I offered tonight is, yes, times are dark. You reflect back and you see how beautiful that dark time was for you is now just precious and sacred. And you wouldn't change it because it brought you inspiration, knowledge, and wisdom. Well, such inspiration, knowledge, and wisdom is coming. It's called the second coming. And I will see you soon. Don't know what my presentation tomorrow night's going to be, but Friday night, I am going to revisit for the 8th year, thank you, God. A tradition I've been doing, I'm looking for this. Everything is so small. I'm 58 years old. Give me a second. Where are you? Christmas special. 8 o'clock Central Time. About an experience I had definitely 32 plus years ago when I lived in South Louisiana. I came out of an experience where my consciousness was released by the Son, S-U-N-S-O-N, Jesus Christ, and brought to an experience of here now. As we were pulled into the earth, and he told me some things that actually so correlate to Scripture. It's not about me trying to, none of that. I'm just saying the synchronicity is powerful, and I hope you are present so we can all become even more present. That's the gift. The purpose of the Christmas, the Christ Mass. The presence forever will last. I love you beyond measure. It is my pleasure to be in this treasure trove with you. Christmas. There's a feeling in the air for me. There's a vibe in the air. In the air, every Christmas. I feel it. I'm sure most of you do. Without further ado, be that which it was, is, and forever will be. I'll see you soon.